Hi everybody, I'm Laura Marie from Hooping Harmony, and today we are going to be learning all about leg hooping. And there's a few things that we need to begin with. First is, if you're not comfortable with your hip hooping yet, go ahead and check out that video because that will actually make your learning process of leg hooping a lot easier. Because when I first started hooping, I had what I called my bum spot of no return. And this is actually, we're learning how to get past that. Next thing is when you are learning, it's nice that we're indoors because underwear or really short shorts is going to make this much easier. It allows the friction of your legs to assist in the learning of leg hooping. And the last really important key point here is I'm talking about leg hooping. This is not knee hooping, okay? These are heavier hoops that we're using, and so you don't want it to ride on your kneecap or on those tendons and ligaments. It's just too tender and won't feel good. From there, find your kneecap, and then any space above that kneecap is golden. All right, let's begin. When you're starting leg hooping, you can start with your feet together and then put one foot forward. All right, so you have a good positioning because you don't want to get stuck with your feet together. You always want one foot in front of the other. I also have that foot on the ball of my foot so that I can then pulse back and forth better. I can also change feet this way easier. So that way I'm free to move around, I'm free to walk. Well, that's when we're outside and have more space. All right, so either leg on the ball of the foot, positioned a little in front of the other foot. Okay, leg hoop space check. Bring it to your legs, do a little space check because things are a little bit lower. Then from here, give it a good spin, and you're gonna find your back and forth. If it drops to the kneecaps, just let it drop and pick it back up. Now I'm gonna change legs. Notice I'm still pulsing, and then I'm gonna change to my other leg. Remember to breathe. You'll get this. Now, let's talk about, once you kind of are getting comfortable with this leg hooping thing, how do you bring it back up? It's very similar to the torso shimmy that we learned in one of the earlier videos, only we have to learn to do it with our legs. So I'm gonna put my hoop down, and I'm gonna show you my favorite shimmy, because right here, we're beginning, that one foot's forward, and I'm gonna press up, like lifting up my hip, and my other leg is pressing down into the floor. And then I'm switch. One hip goes up, the leg goes into the floor. Bum, bum, bum. Then I add a little bit of a circle. Bum, bum, bum. It's easier to show you. So right here, now I'm gonna go shimmy it all the way up. So you're translating. Let's do this again. Please be patient with yourself. This is definitely why it's fabulous to have time to be indoors to practice this. This is definitely one of the more challenging moves, but it's fabulous for strengthening and toning your legs and bum. So you're here. It's gonna go down again. Now, catch it. Now, the other way that you can do this is you could try kneeing it up. I'm not so great with that one, but you might be. So let's let it slide down again. Don't forget, you still have to keep that pulsing. And up it goes. Now I'm actually gonna turn. Sometimes turning with your hoop will really help this. And move it up. And I'll let it go back down. And shimmy it up. One thing that is oftentimes recommended that I actually recommend you don't do is to have your leg and do this. This is really not good body biomechanics and will begin to make your knee ache after a while. Okay? So really stick with your back and forth and your shimmy. Remember to practice this. Please be patient with yourself. Leg hooping is one of those things that can take a while to really get into your body in a rhythmic level, but it's so much fun and really worth learning. From there, thank you for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you next week.